her coming. I'll get started, and then, she can just come right over here. All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We're going to begin down on our back, so you can lay down in a comfortable position. You can allow your legs to come out straight in front of you, or if it's more comfortable, you can bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees open wide. Wherever you land on your mat, allow your muscles to relax. And start to take some deeper breaths in and out of the nose. If it feels good and helps you connect to your breath, you can bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. This is a nice way to actually feel the breath moving in and out of your body. As you inhale, you'll feel your low belly, your rib cage, and your chest expand, fill up with air. And as you breathe out, you'll feel your chest, your rib cage, your low belly fall. Breathe in, low belly, rib cage, chest. Breathe out, chest, rib cage, low belly. This is called 3-part breathing. Separating the upper body into those 3 parts. Feeling the breath travel up and down the torso. It's a great way to lengthen your inhales and exhales, which is really our goal here. As we start to move, you want to continue breathing in and out fully and more deeply. So even in some of the more challenging poses we do tonight, see if you can still find those long, deep, full inhales and exhales. Take a few more rounds of your breath here and see if you can match the length of the inhales with the length of the exhales. Filling up your body with fresh, new air and emptying out on your exhales. On your next inhale, slowly start to reach the arms up above the head and extend the legs out long. So you're in a full body stretch. Just be mindful of those around you. And then as you exhale, hug the knees in towards your chest. As you breathe in, do that again. Take a full body stretch. Move as slowly as you'd like to extend the legs, extend the arms above the head. Big exhale, hug everything in. We'll do that one more time. Take a big breath in. Full body stretch. Lengthen out as long as you can be. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Once you hug your knees, on your next inhale, lift your forehead and your shoulders up off the mat. So your forehead comes into the knees, shoulders lift, squeezing everything in. Exhale, release down. Keeping the knees hugged in. Inhale, lift the forehead up towards the knees. Exhale, release. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. From here, gently rock side to side. Give the low back a gentle massage. And then on your next inhale, extend the left leg long, keep the right knee hugged in, flex through both of your toes. Left leg will lower down on the mats. And then we're gonna switch. So right leg will extend long, left leg hugs in. Big breath in, switch again. Right knee hugs in, left leg extends long. Switching, left knee hugs in, right leg out long. One more time, each knee, right knee hugs in. Left knee hugs in. Both knees hug back in. Take your arms out to a T and extend the legs up to the ceiling. Flex through the toes like you're trying to step on the ceiling tiles above you. And then point your toes to the ceiling. Roll through, articulate through your feet. Flex the toes. And point. One more time, flex. And point. Hug the knees back into the chest one last time. Extend that left leg long. Keep the right knee hugged in. Circle through the right ankle in one direction. Circle through the ankle in the other direction. And take hold of the outside of the right knee with the left hand and cross it over top of the body, over to the left side as you extend the right arm out to a T shape or cactus, keeping that right shoulder grounded on the mat, gazing up towards the ceiling or over top of the right shoulder. On your exhales, focus on melting that right shoulder down, breathing into the twist through the mid and low back. Allowing your body to relax more deeply into the pose on your exhales. Take one more big breath in here. As you exhale, roll back through center. Hug that right knee in. This time, circle with the knee, opening up and lubricating the right hip joint. Pause and go the other way. And then keeping that left leg long on the mat, extend that right leg up to the ceiling, flexing or pointing through your toes, whichever one you'd prefer. Grabbing onto the back of the hamstring, back of the calf, or even up at the foot. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, draw that leg in just a little bit closer. This time, as you breathe in, walk your hands up towards your feet, lifting maybe the shoulders come off the ground. Exhale, release, draw that leg in just a little bit closer. One final inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. Allow that right leg to lower down to the mat, nice and straight. Big breath in, take a full body stretch. Reach both arms up above your head. Exhale, hug that left knee into your chest. This time taking circles in one direction with your left ankle. And circle in the other direction. Pause to come back to stillness. This time, take the outside of your left knee with your right hand and cross the left knee over to the right side of the body, extending that left arm out, keeping that left shoulder grounded on the mat. Continuing to focus on that deep breathing we started practice with. Take one last big breath in. As you exhale, roll back to center. Keep a hold of that left leg. And then start to take those circles with the knee in one direction, this time opening up that left hip joint. Pause and go in the other direction with your circles. And then nice and slow, extend through that left leg. Grabbing onto the back of the hamstring or the back of the calf. Flexing through or pointing both of your toes. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, draw the leg in a little closer. On your next inhale, walk your hands up just a little bit towards the foot, maybe lifting the shoulders up off the ground. Exhale and draw the leg a little closer as you release. One last big breath in. As you exhale, slowly allowing that left leg to lower down to the mat, nice and straight. Taking the arms up above the head for one last full body stretch. Breathe in. Exhale, hug knees into chest. From here, I'm going to give you two options. You can roll over onto one side and gently peel your way up to a seat, or you can rock and roll up and down your mat, giving your spine a little massage, and we'll all meet in a seated position with our feet grounded on the mat. Hands gently come behind us, keeping our chest lifted up, using our hands behind us as stabilizers, and then gently letting the hips rock or knees rock from side to side. From here, we're slowly going to make our way back to stillness, back to neutral. Feet will come to about hip distance, wherever they're comfortable. And knees will point up towards the ceiling. We're going to take hands around the shins. As you inhale, you're going to open up through the chest, send the eyes up, look up. Exhale as you pull belly button to spine, round out, maybe pulling a little bit on your legs to get more into those shoulder blades. And then inhale as you lengthen through the spine, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, draw belly button to spine. Feel the space between each of your vertebrae. Inhale, lift through the chest, sit up tall on the seat bones. One more time. Exhale, pull belly button to spine, round out the back. Inhale, make your way back up to neutral. Allow the knees to fall out wide and the feet to come in, soles touching. The feet can be out as far as you'd like or as close as you'd like to your body. Again, letting the hands rest wherever they're comfortable. On your inhale, lift up through your spine, reach the arms up this time. Exhale, cactus through the arms. Draw the shoulder blades together, elbows bend at about 90 degrees. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, bring your hands together, out in front of you. Inhale, come back to cactus. Exhale, bring the arms out. One last time, inhale, cactus. Exhale, rounds. Inhale, reach up, tall spine. Exhale, take left hand towards right knee, bringing that right hand behind you for a gentle twist. That right hand acts as your second spine, so keeping you seated nice and tall, lifting up and out the crown of the head, maybe taking the gaze all the way over top of that back shoulder if it feels okay on your neck. And once again, bringing your awareness to those deep, long, full breaths in and out. And take one more big breath in here. Exhale, maybe twist just a little bit more. And then inhale as you make your way back to center, reaching both arms up. Look up at your fingertips. Exhale, we're going to bring right hand towards left knee. Left hand will come behind us this time. We're using that right hand on the knee to gently twist our chest. Sitting up nice and tall, engaging the core by pulling belly button into spine. Using our inhales to lengthen even more, and using our exhales to maybe twist just a little bit deeper. Take one more big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, make your way back through center. Reach the arms up, look up. This time, exhale, hinge forwards at the hips, taking a gentle forward fold over top of the legs. Be really gentle and mindful here. Combined my two words. This is our first forward fold of our practice. So being gentle with your body. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, walk the hands out just a little bit deeper. Your next inhale will help you to walk the hands back up to a seated position. This time taking the hands all the way behind you so that just the fingertips are on the floor, palms are lifted. Take your shoulders up to your ears, roll them down and back, and then look up, open up across the chest here. Take one big deep breath into the chest to expand across the shoulders and the collarbone. Exhale and slowly come back to a neutral seat. From here, we're going to take the outsides of the knees, close them in. This time, we're going to separate the feet to about mat distance, maybe a little bit wider as we let the knees fall into touch. Our hands will come behind us, and our fingers will actually turn to face the backs of our mat. From here, you'll start to feel a nice stretch across the chest and shoulders. If you don't feel anything quite yet, start to walk the hands back a little bit more. As far as feels comfortable, but as far as you can go to get that nice stretch all the way across through the chest and the inside of the shoulders. Keeping the chest nice and tall, keeping length through the back of the neck. And then once again, focusing on your inhales, broadening the chest, opening up the shoulders. Using the exhales to release, melt away tension, and dissolve any tightness through that area. Take one last breath in here. Exhale, nice and slow, start to walk the hands up. Separate the knees, bring the feet back to hip distance, and then from here, we're gonna make our way into a tabletop position, so hands will face the front of your mat, however you need to get there. And then as always, toes can tuck underneath or toes can untuck, depending on what feels best on your ankles. And we're gonna start with our cat-cow motion here. So on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart, look up. On your exhale, this time you have the floor to press yourself away, pull belly button into your spine, get an even deeper stretch through those vertebrae. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, pull belly button to spine, press the floor away, gaze between the knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, pull belly button to spine, round out the back. And inhale to make your way back to neutral. Exhale as you set yourself back up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Pull your belly button into your spine so there's no arch in your back. And then from here, you're going to take that left leg out behind you. Toes can stay tucked for now. Right arm is going to reach out in front of you, so just again, the fingertips are touching the floor. And you can stay right here. If you start to feel this engage through the core, stay. Or if you'd like to take it a little further, option to float the right arm, float the left leg, or even just one arm or leg. And from here, keep pulling belly button into spine to lengthen. And then again, stay exactly where you are, or on your next exhale, draw knee to elbow. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, knee to elbow, or stay. Once more, if you're moving with me, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, everybody, we're going to meet back with our toes and our fingertips touching the floor. Lengthen out just a little bit longer. Pull the belly button in just a little bit more. One more breath in. Exhale and release. Hand and foot back to tabletop. Wiggle out the hips a little bit. Take any movement you need. And then nice and slow, bring the big toes to touch, knees out wide as you sit the hips back, child's pose. Take a few moments of rest here. Press the center of your forehead down into the mat if you can touch it to the mat. If not, allow your neck to relax by hanging the head heavy towards the mat. Here, as you focus on those deep breaths in and out of your body, focus on the back of your ribs expanding on your inhales, collapsing on the exhales. And then here on your inhales, focusing on bringing more length through the sides of the body. Maybe inching the fingertips forwards a little bit. And on the exhales, focusing on sinking the hips back towards the heels, maybe just an inch or two more. From your child's pose here, we're going to shift forwards into a tabletop, except this time we're going to come down onto our elbows. So you can keep your elbows down on the mat as you shift forwards. This time your shoulders will come over top of the elbow joint. And then hips again are over top of the knees. So we're in the same kind of position as a tabletop, focusing on squeezing belly button in. And then from here, we're going to take a few of those cat-cows. So it's going to feel a little bit different as you drop the belly, lift the heart, breathe in. Pull belly button to spine. Press the floor away with your forearms. Breathe out. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, pull belly button to spine, breathe out. One more time, inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, look up as much as you can. Exhale, pull belly button to spine, press down into the floor. Inhale, make your way back to neutral, and then bring yourself back up to your hands. This time we're going to extend that right foot back behind us. Toes can stay tucked for now. And then again, extending this time left arm out in front of us, fingertips to touch the mat. Now you can stay right here, pulling belly button into spine and just focusing on taking as much weight as you can off of those fingers and toes. If you'd like to fire it up just a little bit more, inhale as you lift the leg, the arm, or both. Option again to stay, or on your next exhale, draw knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Last time if you're moving with me, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release those toes to the mat, release the fingertips to the mat. We're staying here for another breath or two, pulling belly button into spine, maybe reaching a little bit further from the fingertips to the toes. Big breath in. Exhale, release arm and leg back down, taking some gentle movement side to side, shaking that out. This time we're going to gently stretch through the wrists. So staying here in your tabletop, you're going to take your right fingers, flip them downwards so that they face your knees, and then place the back of your hand down on the mat. You'll feel quite an intense stretch through the front of the forearm here. If you'd like to feel a little bit more, it gets pretty intense, so just go gently. You can shift the hips back just a little bit. If you took those hips back, bring them back over top of your knees. Flip your wrist back. And then again, we're going to take those left fingers to face the knees. Back of the hand presses down into the mat. This may be enough, or if you'd like, you can gently take the hips back. Really, really small amount here. If you took the hips back, start to shift them back over top of your knees. Flip the wrist back over. Now, from here, we're going to walk the hands out just a little bit further. And then again, we're going to walk the knees out just a little bit wider. So we're in this kind of wider tabletop than we're used to. You're going to tuck the toes underneath. And on your exhale, you're going to send your hips back almost to a child's pose. So we'll all start with a nice big breath in here. As you exhale, send the hips back. And then as you inhale, we're going to come forwards, rippling through the spine, gently shifting shoulders over wrists. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, shift forwards, maybe a little bit more this time. Keep your spine nice and long. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, shift forwards. Two more. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, hips back. This time on your inhale, we're going to shift forwards to a modified plank position. So shoulders over wrists, knees down on the mat. Belly button pulls in. We're going to take 5 counts to lower all the way down onto our belly. Inhale. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take a few breaths here. Lay one cheek on the mat if that feels good. Once again, focusing on your breaths in the back of the rib cage. Slowly bring your forehead to center. Draw your hands into your low ribs. Press your toes down into the mats. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Just the chest and shoulders. Exhale, release. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. This time, take your hands out just a little bit wider, maybe about mat distance. Inhale, lift up just a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. This time, inhale, lift up to stay. Exhale, stay. One more breath in. Exhale, you're going to press yourself back up, squeezing belly button to spine. Coming through your tabletop, stacking your joints, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Tuck the toes underneath. And then on a nice big breath out, you're going to send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, feel free to take some movement, pedaling out your knees, sending one heel to the earth and the other. Draw lots of length through the spine. And if you're having any trouble lengthening through the spine, you can always bend the knees a little bit, and that will help to flatten out the back. Stay here for another big breath in. Full breath out. Nice and slow. Start to walk your feet towards your hands, coming into a ragdoll forward fold at the top of your mat. So feet are about hip distance. You can bend as much as you need to through the knees. Interlace opposite hand to opposite elbow. Sway from side to side. Shake the head out, yes and no. Release the head, neck, and shoulders heavy towards the mat. Allow your upper body to fold right over top of the lower body, so let it hang as much as you possibly can. On your next exhale, gently release your hands down to the mats. On your inhale, press your hands into your shins, draw length through the spine, crown of the head pulls forwards, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Once more, inhale, halfway lift to stay. Really focus on drawing the shoulders back, pulling the pit of the belly in and up. One more big breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then from here, root down through your feet. Continue to rise up to stand through a nice flat back, bringing your hands to your hips. From here, bring your feet to about hip distance. Take the shoulders down and back. Let the hands fall down off the hips. Palms face forwards. Hug the arm bones back. Let the shoulders melt down away from your ears. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more, just like that. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, with your feet at the top of your mat, you're going to just step back into your warrior one. So you're going to take that left leg and you're going to send it back. Right leg will stay forwards. And for our warrior one, we're rooting down through the outer edge of the left foot. Hands are at heart center while you find your footing. Keep pulling that right hip back, left hip forwards. Root down through both of your feet. Bend nice and deep through that right knee. And then once you feel strong and rooted here, inhale, reach the arms up. Stay for the exhale. Let the shoulders melt down away from the ears. Big breath in to lengthen through the side body. As you exhale, swing the arms back, lean the chest forwards. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, this time cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swing the arms back, lean the chest forwards. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up to this side wall, warrior two. Feet will stay about the same. You might feel more comfortable to widen the stance a little bit. But overall, feet are generally the same. That nice deep bend through the right knee. Gaze over top of the right fingertips. On your next inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip and reverse. Exhale, we're going to come into extended side angle, bringing right elbow towards right knee. Reaching that left arm up, or reach that left arm all the way over top of your head. With that right elbow on your right knee, keep pressing that elbow into the knee so you can come up and out of the shoulder joint. On your next inhale, this top hand will help you lift all the way up, bringing your hands to your hips, extend through that right knee. Turn both toes out to face the outside of your mat. From here, take a big breath in. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center as you bend through the knees, goddess pose. You want to keep the knees over top of the toes here. If you're having any trouble doing that, you can just close the turnout of your feet a little bit. From here, on your inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, as you reach up, root down, extend through the legs. Exhale, place your hands down on your hips and turn your toes to face the long edge of your mat. Inhale as you puff the chest forwards, look up. Exhale, hinge forwards at the hips, wide-legged forward folds. Hands down to the mats, taking the feet as wide as you'd like here, bending the knees as much as you need to. And again, allowing the upper body to hang heavy over top of the legs. You can stay right here, or if you'd like, you can interlace opposite hand to opposite elbow and once again just sway from side to side. Wherever you are, you can shake the head out a little bit, yes and no. Release any tension you've been carrying through the neck and shoulders throughout your day. From here, everybody take your hands down to the mat and start to walk your hands towards the right toes. If you can reach for the right toes, reach for the right toes. If not, just towards the right corner of your mat works as well. Nice and slow. Walk through center, all the way over to the left side of your mat, the left corner of your mat, your left toes, whatever feels best. Nice and slow, start to walk the hands back through center. Really rooting down through the feet, gentle bend through the knees. Everybody take your hands to your hips and through a nice long flat back. Inhale to rise all the way up to stance. From here, we're gonna turn our right toes to face the front of our mat. You're gonna step that back foot in to meet the front foot at the top. From here, on your inhale, you're gonna reach up, look up. Exhale, you're gonna grab opposite hand to opposite elbow at the top. This is gonna open up across the chest and shoulders once again. Big breath in, lengthen through the side body. Big breath out, you're gonna sit the weight into the heels and start to sit the hips into a chair pose. We're only gonna be here for about 2 breaths. So inhale as you lift the heart a little higher. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, root down, rise. Reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold over top of the legs. Take a big breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands down on the mats and step your feet back to a downward facing dog. As soon as you get there, allow the knees to come down to the mat. Sit the hips back. Take a child's pose. Taking a few moments here to rest and reset before we come into the other side of our standing series. So coming back to those deep breaths in and out through the nose. Knowing that this is a pose you can take any time throughout the practice. Some days, coming to your mats is a little bit harder than others. And so some days, taking child's pose more often is exactly what you need. It's really important that you listen to your body and treat yourself and your body with compassion. Sometimes showing up and just laying on your back or sitting in child's pose and breathing is all the work you need to do. On your next inhale, make your way to a tabletop nice and slow. As you exhale, tuck the toes underneath. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. A breath out, maybe sending the heels a little bit closer to the mats. Big breath in, drawing more length through the sides of the body. And then nice and slow, walking the feet in towards the hands. On your inhale, pressing hands into shins, halfway lifts. Exhale, folds. Inhale, we're gonna rise all the way up, extended mountain, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. From here, this time we're gonna step that right foot back, left foot will stay forwards at the top of the mat, coming into warrior one on the left side. So grounding down into the outer edge of that right foot, bending deeply into the left knee, rooting down through both of the feet. The foundation of this pose is in the lower body, in the legs. So once you feel strong and grounded through there, inhale, reach the arms up. Draw the shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Big breath in, lengthen through the side body. Exhale, arms come back, chest melts forwards. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus, open up across the chest. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, Chest comes forwards. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up, warrior two, this time facing the other side wall. And just check in with that left knee, making sure it's tracking over the left pinky toe side of the foot, so we don't want it rolling in. Keep it pressing outwards. Let the shoulders melt away from the ears. As you inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, go up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Do that again. Inhale, flip and reverse. Exhale, warrior two. One last time. Inhale, flip and reverse. Exhale, coming into extended side angle, left elbow towards left knee as you reach that right arm up, or take that right arm all the way over top of the head. Pressing the left elbow into the knee, staying nice and long through both sides of the body. Keep yourself rooted down on that back foot. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, use that top hand to rise all the way up to stand. Once again, coming into five-pointed star, so both toes out towards the side. Inhale as you reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, goddess pose. Number two, maybe sink a little bit lower this time, or maybe explore taking the feet a little bit wider. This time, as you inhale, we're gonna stretch through the legs, reach up. Exhale, bend and cactus. Inhale, extend, reach up. Exhale, bend and cactus. Inhale, extend, reach up last time. Exhale, cactus, stay. We're gonna pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay, one more breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, extend, reach up. Bring the hands to the hips. Turn the toes to face the outer edge of the mats. This time, hands can stay down on your hips, or you can opt for a bind behind your back, interlacing your hands, peeling your chest open, and then exhale as you fold over top of the leg, allowing the hands to fall off the low back. Flossing out through the shoulders here. Again, taking a big bend through the knees if you need it. Giving the head a shake out, yes and no. If you took the bind on your next exhale, gently release the hands down to the mat. And then everybody on a big breath in, you're gonna sit the weight into the heels as you sit the hips back and bend the knees. Exhale, you're gonna extend. Fold maybe just a little bit deeper. Inhale, sit the weight back, bend through the knees. Exhale, extend. One more time, inhale, bend through the knees. Exhale, extend. Hands come down to the hips, or up to the hips rather. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, rise up through your flat back. Pivot your left toes to face the top of your mat, stepping that right foot in to meet it. From here, inhale, reach up. You're gonna take opposite hand over top. So whichever arm doesn't feel natural on the top, that's probably the one you didn't do. From here, inhale, lengthen through the side body. Exhale, sink the hips low. We're here for another 2 breaths. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, sink a little lower. Big breath in. Exhale, press up and out. Release the arms. Tadasana. From here, start to ground down into the feet. We're gonna do a couple balancing poses before we go down to the mats. So really start to feel your balance on 2 feet. You can close off the eyes. Maybe shift the weight side to side, forwards and back. Starting to feel that grounding through the feet. Maybe play around with coming up onto the toes, lifting the heels. And then maybe shifting back onto the heels, lifting the toes off the mat. Getting a sense of your footing on the mat. From here, we're gonna shift the weight into the left foot as we take the right foot to the inside ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh of that left leg. Start your tree pose with your hands at heart center. Once again, taking a moment to ground down. Grow your roots in your tree. So really pressing down into the floor as you pull up through that supporting leg. And if you feel nice and strong and you'd like to take an arm variation, go ahead on your next inhale, reach the arms up. You can even cactus the arms. Beautiful balance, everybody. Take another big breath in. Exhale and slowly release. Shifting the weight into the right foot this time. Taking left foot to inner ankle, inner calf, or inner thigh. Once again, really rooting down through this right foot. Pressing the left foot into the right thigh, calf, or ankle. And then from here, if you'd like to take on a different arm variation, option to interlace the hands behind the back. Taking that bind, peeling the chest open, maybe sending the eyes up. Take one more breath in. Exhale and gently release. Again, shifting the weight into the left foot this time, we're gonna take the right knee up towards the chest. Bending at about 90 degrees, flex the right toes, and then reach the arms up. From here, we're gonna take the left hand forwards towards the knee as we reach that right hand back. A little twist here. Maybe sending the gaze over top of the right hand. Big breath in brings you back to center. Exhale, release. From here, shifting the weight into the right foot. Lifting that left leg, bending at about 90 degrees, flexing through the left toes. Reach up, engage the core muscles. That's what's gonna help you keep your leg up. And then exhale as you open up, bringing right hand towards left knee this time, taking that left hand back, maybe sending the gaze over top of the left shoulder. Big breath in, brings you back to center. Reach the arms up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. One more balance pose here. We're gonna reach the arms up. Exhale, the right arm is gonna come under, left arm is gonna come over. You can stop right here, backs of the hands together. You can take palms together, or you can hug opposite hand to opposite shoulder. And then from here, we're gonna shift the weight into the left foot, lifting that right leg. We're gonna cross the right leg over as we gently bend through the left leg. And from here, you can try to wrap that right leg around. You could even kickstand the right foot, eagle pose. And so this pose, you wanna be hugging everything into the center line of your body. So I like to visualize what that actually looks like. I think about a line. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm comes under, right arm over. Again, option to take the backs of the hands, palms, or hug opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Shifting weight into the right foot, lifting the left leg up and over top. Crossing, kickstand, hugging everything into the center line of the body. Stay right there for a couple more breaths. Keep drawing length up through the spine. Everybody take just a tiny bit more of a bend through the right leg. Beautiful. One more breath in. Exhale, release, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, breathe in as deeply as you can. Exhale, forward fold over top of the legs. Place the hands down on the mat. Step your feet back, downward facing dog. And then right away, lower the knees to the mat. Come onto your seats. We're gonna take the legs out wide. Flexing through the toes. Sitting up nice and tall through the back, we're gonna twist over top of the right leg as we walk the hands towards the right toes. Think belly button towards thigh. Nice and slow, walk the hands back in. Twisting over top of the left leg this time. Once again, walking over towards the left foot. Belly button towards thigh. Nice and slow, walk the hands up. This time taking hands down just slightly in front of you, keeping the spine nice and long as you walk the hands out in front of you. Taking a forward fold in between the legs. Nice and slow, walk the hands up. Closing the legs to come in front of you. Once again, flexing toes towards your nose. Legs can bend a little bit here if that provides some relief into the hamstrings. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, forward fold over top of the legs. You want to try to bring your belly button towards the thighs. So again, if that means bending the knees, that will help keep the spine nice and long. And then you can work towards stretching. Nice and slow. From here, you're gonna walk your hands up to a tall seat. You're gonna take both arms out in front of you. Make sure you have enough space to lie down behind you. We're gonna take 10 counts to lower all the way down onto our backs. So sitting nice and tall, squeeze belly button into spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take that full body stretch. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hug the knees to chest. Lift the forehead towards your knees. Squeeze everything into a tight little ball. Exhale, Shavasana. Allow the legs and arms to fall wherever feels comfortable for you. And know that Shavasana doesn't have to look the same as it always does. You can bend the knees, you can take the legs out wide. You could even lay on your side if laying on your back isn't quite comfortable. Take any version of a restful pose that allows your body to relax fully and completely. Once again, draw the awareness back to your breath, But this time, allow your breath to return to its natural state, its natural ebb and flow. Allow your breath to slow down. Allow your body and your mind to be completely still. We often don't find enough moments of stillness for both our bodies or our minds throughout the day. So give yourself the gift of stillness for these last few moments of class. Start to bring some gentle movement into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe rocking your head from side to side. Take any movement you need in your body, maybe another stretch or some ankle circles. And then when you feel ready, roll over onto your right side and take a couple of breaths there. Allow your body to recalibrate. And when you're ready, and no rush at all, you can make your way up to a comfortable seat on your mat. Sitting nice and tall, hands can come to heart center, eyes closed off, or take a lowered gaze. Sitting nice and tall on both of the seat bones, and then feeling that length draw up through the tailbone, low, mid-back, upper back, behind the neck, and up and out the crown of the head. We'll finish off our practice together with one more unified breath in. Big breath out through the mouth. Bring your thumbs to your forehead center. Press your thumbs into that space between the eyebrows. Thank you so much for spending your Tuesday evening with me. Together we bow and say namaste. Thank you, everybody. Great work. Let me know if you have any questions. If not, have a wonderful Tuesday. I guess rest of your Tuesday.